Yo, just said it. And we're going to get into the combined 11 for the remaining World Cup teams. So a combined 11, but I'm only picking players from the remaining World Cup teams. Now, before I get into this, please, I need everyone to subscribe, like, share, hype, comment down below as well if you disagree, if you agree, if there's players that I've missed, etc. You know I love a little debate in the comments. Now, let's go straight into it. Goalkeeper, I got Haaland. Now, obviously, Spain's got a brilliant defensive record, but I don't think Simon's made many saves. He hasn't had many moments. You know what? The World Cups in tournaments in general are about moments. And Haaland had his big moment against Brazil, against a team which he needed to perform in order for his team to proceed. They were the underdogs. They wasn't supposed to beat Brazil, but they did it. Obviously, Haaland got all the praise, but Haaland kept them in the game. More than one occasion, he kept them in the game. Penalty save, tipped a couple over the bar, round the post. Listen, I think that was his big moment. Up until then, he's been steady as well. He ain't made any mistakes, because my other consideration was Jordan Pickford. He had big moments against Mexico. 10 men. He was coming for everything, punching, catching, communicating, showing leadership qualities. But in the lead up to that, he's had some shaky moments. So I went with Haaland. My right back, I'm doing a back for you. My right back is Hakimi. There weren't much competition for me with Hakimi. I feel like he's out and out best right back in the world. Please, can you Chelsea fans or Premiership only watchers stop debating with me about Reece James and Hakimi? There's no debate. Hakimi is the best right back in the world. He is our generation's Cafu, although I believe he has more facets to his game than Cafu. So please stop the Reece James hype. Arsenal fans, I don't want to hear Timber. I don't want to hear none of it. Hakimi. All right. Centre back, Kabazi. 19 years old. 19 years old. Now, I'm not going to lie, there wasn't a lot of competition in defence. I don't think this has been a World Cup where there's been great defensive performances, individual performances. But Kabazi, 19 years old. He looks like he's 29. That's how he's playing. Do you know what I mean? Leadership qualities as well. He's not a shy 19-year-old at centre-back, just, do you know what I mean? Just fitting in, just doing a job. I see him, when he's got the ball, even when he hasn't got the ball, he's dictating, he's telling midfielders to drop in. When he's got the ball and he's trying to distribute, he's like, if no one's showing, he's letting them know, drop in, someone come feet, someone go long, X, Y, Z. So yeah, Kabazi, alongside Saliba, ain't put a foot wrong. He's been solid in there, alongside Upamecano. But I think with the two of them, I feel like Saliba's been faultless. Whereas Upamecano, I believe I think he's probably had higher highs. But similar to Gabriel with Saliba, it's like at Arsenal, like Gabriel will have higher highs, but he'll have lower lows. Whereas Saliba's level is there constantly. And it's the same thing with Upamecano. I think there's moments where I'm like, he has no right to get to that ball, but he'll get to it. But then he has moments where it's like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Saliba don't really have those moments, so I'll put Saliba in there alongside Kabazi. My left back, Cucurella. I don't think it's even questionable. He's definitely been the best left back that's in the competition that's still remaining. I think he does both sides well, defends well, attacks well. For his size, he has presence. He has also like intelligence of how to use his body, how to use his size. Because he wins a lot of aerial duels that he probably shouldn't win. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, he's got a couple. He sets up a lot of opportunities as well, creates a lot of chances as well. So yeah, Cucurella. Also, he knows when to come inside. He knows when to overlap. He knows when to underlap. All round, Cucurella left back, 100%. Now midfield. My double pivot. This is where it got techie. Jude was 100%. Let me just put that in there now. Jude is in my double pivot. I've got him as an 8, number 8 in my double pivot. I think he can play 10, but I like him better as an 8. I think his attributes are better as an 8. Although I think he can do a 10 wonderfully well, but, you know, I've got 10s up there that are undeniable. So Jude is an 8 in my team, and that's undeniable. There's no one close. Next to him now, I had 3 players to choose from. I had Buadi, wonderful young talent. Wonderful young talent. Again, hasn't put a foot wrong. Again, like Kabazi, looks 28, not 18. But I don't think either of them have had... Obviously, his performance against Brazil was talked about because it was shocking to people that haven't known about him or have heard his name but haven't seen him play 90 minutes of football, and this is their first time. If you know about Buadi, I've known about him since Lille because United have been linked with him early on. So I've seen him play 90 minutes of football many times. His performance against Brazil was not shocking to me. So saying that, I don't believe he's had his moment yet, big moment yet, which tournaments are about. I think Xhaka he's had more moments, individual moments than Buadi, although I feel Buadi's overall level has been higher than Xhaka. So that's where I was kind of tied between those two. And then I feel like Xhaka's been kind of driving his team, leadership skills, driving his team in. And Xhaka's in a team where really and truly they shouldn't be in the quarterfinals, and they are. So this is where I was kind of leaning towards Xhaka. But then I thought, hold on a minute. If we're talking moments, I have to bring in Unai. I hope I didn't mess up his name. Unai. He scored 2 goals for Morocco to get them to the quarterfinals, and that for me was his big moment. This wasn't consolation goals, or, you know, the game's won and he gets a couple at the end when the other team's giving up. No, he scored the opener. Yeah, he scored the first goal, and then he scored the second goal that killed the team, killed off the game. Game done. And overall throughout the tournament, his level has been high. His level has been high, very high. For me, he's very I don't want to say underrated, but under the radar, goes under the radar. So yeah, Unai, I hope I didn't mess up his name, but he's in there with Jude, 2 number 8s, double pivot. On the right side, I've got Olise. Now, obviously, some people might mention Dembele, but for me, I don't care about the hat-trick. Olise, don't tell me about Yamal either. Olise, out of the players, remember this is the players remaining in the tournament, Olise has been a cut above Dembele and 3 levels above Yamal. So please, Olise, right wing. Messi, number 10. Undeniable. There's not even... The only person that could have got half of a shout was Olise, and he can play right wing, so that's sorted. Left wing, Mbappe. Again, you can name the players you feel in the comment. Listen, Mbappe left wing. There's no one's moving him from there. Nobody. Okay. Up front now. Big decision. Yes, I've got Mbappe out the way. I've got Messi out the way. Now we've got Haaland and we've got Kane. Now, by the time this gets out on my YouTube channel, I would have already dropped a video discussing the 3 top strikers. Who's the better striker out of Mbappe, Harry Kane, and Haaland. So I can speak about it because this is going to come out later. So in that video, my order was Mbappe, Harry Kane, and then Haaland. However, in this team, in this combined 11, for the remaining teams in the World Cup, I'm going to put Haaland up front over Kane. And the reasons are, when I done my top 3 strikers and I said Mbappe, Kane, then Haaland, you have to remember, I'm judging that as based on all round, like them as individual strikers. Who do I feel is the better one? For the purpose of this video, we're talking about a combined 11 for the remaining World Cup teams. And when you look at Haaland's performances in this World Cup, he's scoring against a higher level of opposition. He is carrying his team more than Harry Kane. He's playing in a lesser team than Harry Kane. You have to remember, everyone that England's faced and Harry Kane has faced, they're supposed to win. They're supposed to beat. They've not faced any team that are supposed to beat England. Norway have faced teams that are supposed to beat them. And Haaland has carried them through. Do you know what I mean? The only game they lost, Haaland wasn't playing against France. So who knows if he was on the pitch? Who knows what would have happened? And Haaland is level. What's Haaland on? 6 goals? Level with 6 or 7 goals. He's level with Harry Kane though, I believe. And he's played 1 less game. So for the purpose of this video, for this 11, Haaland makes my team. So let me run through it one more time. I've got Nyland, goalkeeper, Hakimi, Kabazi, Saliba, Cucurella, Jude and Unai as my double pivot. Then I've got Olise right wing, Messi as a cam, and Mbappe left wing. Aye, that is crazy, you know. When you see that front 4 is crazy. Then up front I've got Haaland. That front 4 is crazy, mental. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Let's start this debate. Yeah, remember, it's based off of the remaining teams in the tournament. And at the time of filming this video, we're at the quarterfinal stage, yeah? So work out, you know what teams are left in the quarterfinal, yeah? All right, just said it. Peace.